I'm making an Alphonse Mucha Art Nouveau inspired fire screen, which isn't a commission this time. I'm just making it because I love Art Nouveau, especially Alphonse Mucha. This time round I'm actually making something a bit more just because I want to make it. The process is I have my design, I cut the glass out to a design, it all gets leaded using this lead cane here, which you bend and shape around each of the pieces of glass, and then once it's all leaded up, it's all soldered. Sounds quite simple when you put it like that, but actually there's an awful lot involved in the process. Was a piece that was originally made by a guy called Samuel Evans, who did all the painting work. He worked in the late 1800s, and this is one that's really lovely actually. It's got a few fairly obvious broken bits in it, like up here there's a very cracked panel. This bit I will completely replace because it's so broken in so many places. And then the outside border, which is traditionally called the break border, because when they were taking the windows out of churches, quite often this would be the piece that they would break to get the windows out. So with this I'll do something called banding, which is basically where I'll just be putting a strip of lead either side, attaching a strip of lead on top. It'll basically be glued on there, and then you solder either side, and then you put the cement in, which is a specialist cement again. So the guy that taught me how to do stained glass was a really amazing guy, Keith Nichols, and actually his son Matthew Nichols is the guy that does the stained glass on the repair shop. I used to work for him as well, and when I was working for them, a lot of the work that I would do would be restoration stuff. I like doing all of it because this means that actually we're keeping history alive. It's really important to, there's so few people actually doing stuff like this. There's a lot of hobbyists about, but there's not so many people doing restorations. So, it's nice to keep these pieces. They're a really important part of history. I kind of usually have like a colour theme that I want to go with, so quite often with me it's purples. And then I'll just, either I've got like a fairly good collection of glass, so I'll like just hold bits up next to each other, or I'll buy in specifically. Quite a few online places where I can go to. It's really difficult buying glass online because looking at it on a computer is not like holding two bits of glass up next to each other in a window and going, or, even just a smidge of a colour out, you're like, oh no, those two colours don't work together.